Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
As a woman, there is nothing more humbling than when you start to pull up a guy's Instagram and you're like, he just really doesn't post a lot. Girl, he's ugly.
Being humbled as a single girl, well, not sure which part humbled you. The fact that he's ugly, or the fact that you're stalking random guys on Instagram to see if any of them would put up with your charming personality.
That's so funny because shocked is exactly what he said he was. When I decided that I was going to tell him that I wanted a divorce, I texted my therapist, our marriage counselor, and I was like, I need to tell him that I want a divorce, but I want to do it in a session so that there's like a mediator present. Got us in like ASAP, like 2 days later. And I walked in knowing that I was going to ask for a divorce. Anyway, we sit down in our session. It's like really tense, really awkward. My ex was sitting there like, so why do we have an emergency session? The therapist was like, Jamie, do you want to start? And I just started crying and I was like, I want a divorce. You know, it's hard for me to like say the words. I was like, I'm done. I want a divorce. He sat there quiet. I'm sitting next to him crying. He didn't move. He didn't look at me. He didn't react at all. He just was stone cold. And eventually our therapist was like, would you like to respond? He goes, honestly, I'm just shocked. I was like, you're what? I like became a dragon. And I know, and I want to be clear. Our marriage deteriorated because of both of us. It was not his fault. We both became toxic versions of each other, of ourselves. And we both, led to the demise of our marriage. It's okay. We both were complicit in that.
And yet one of you was willing to fix your marriage, even though I'm pretty sure it wasn't his idea to be dragged through marriage counseling. And also a conversation that should have happened between the two of you happened in the presence of someone else because you needed a mediator in the room. The marriage was over right then and there. What is there left to mediate? Also, out of the two of you, you're the one on TikTok posting this looking for sympathy. And of course, the recognition for you turning into a dragon. So toxic, both of you? Yeah, sure.
Marriages fail because we are in a society where it's instant gratification and do what you love and the money will follow, balance, and everything's supposed to be all easy. And the second it's not, people don't know how to cope with challenges or hardships, and people don't know how to think about the greater good of two or more, the family, the community. They only think about themselves. They're like, me, 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 me. How do I feel? My this, only me, 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 me. I deserve this, I deserve that, I'm entitled to this. And they don't want to go, wait, we're a team. I'm going to take responsibility for you. They only want to think about and take responsibility for themselves, if that, because most of the time marriages just want to be, oh, I'm a victim of this or that, or he did this or that. Well, what did you do? What's your responsibility level? How can you create the outcome so it's different?
You don't. At best, as we've seen from earlier, you ask for someone else to be in the room so you can get the recognition that, oh my god, I tried.
An excited fiance organised a surprise engagement party for his bride-to-be. Unfortunately, the repercussions of his idea were heartbreaking.
What is this?
Get her a drink.
Tell me, and you have it.
Get her a drink.
I don't care if it's family and friends. I'm stood here in a towel, not ready. You're fully dressed. I don't know.
You look
I can't just take it off. My hair's soaking. My
Keep
clothes
it
are
up.
okay.
Perfect.
Right.
Doesn't matter. We're all family and friends. Doesn't matter.
Right, but it doesn't matter though, does it? Because you're stood here fully dressed whilst our family sat here. It's embarrassing. People are stood here and watching me in a towel whilst you're stood there fully dressed. It's a joke.
It's not.
Oh, I need to go and get ready. You didn't tell me. This is your problem. Every time you do something like this, you can't communicate with me. You do this every time we do stuff. You're incapable. But you're incapable of planning stuff and communicating with me. This happens all the time. I can't stand it anymore. It's going to take me at least an hour to get ready. I'm sorry, you're staying.
Yeah, that's your daughter. She being serious? Drink up.
Drink up is not gonna wash that bad taste in your mouth. Not really sure if this was a bad joke or not, but if it wasn't, you have some re-evaluating your options to do. She was way more concerned about wearing a towel on her head than acting like that with other people around. That already tells you everything you need to know about who she is. And you gotta love the logic she used. You haven't communicated this with me before. Well, that kind of gives you the definition of a surprise.
Guys, I'm heading into my 8th month of like not talking to a man, not being in a situationship, just not entertaining anything. And it feels really good. It feels amazing not to have my mood be dependent on whether or not a man is texting me back. Like, I can't tell you how powerful it feels, especially I feel like after 2 months of celibacy, it like changes your life. You feel so in control and in control of your body and your life. I know that it's an extremely difficult thing though, especially because we've been conditioned to think that we should always, be talking to someone or have a man in our life or be striving to have a boyfriend. But I highly recommend to anyone just to, if you can go 2 months without, entertaining anything and just focusing on yourself, it will change your life. It changed my life. I'm weird with numbers and I really just want to hit like the 1 year mark, which it probably won't be that hard because have you seen the dating pool? But yeah, I feel liberated.
Good for you, princess. You should be proud. Have you seen the dating pool? No, not really. Have you? What are you doing checking the dating pool if you've been celibate for 8 months, was it? But hey, you know what? Hey, still good for you. You haven't been entertaining men for 8 months. It's almost like we've reached the same conclusion when we kept telling you, don't just give it out to random men because that was in fact what you've been conditioned to do. The most celebrated two things since the beginning of this year was one of you doing it with 100 plus men in 24 hours and the other one with 1,000 plus men in 24 hours. And we were not really the ones celebrating that.
Date update, and I promise you I'm never dating again, alright? I can't. We were supposed to go to brunch and he pulls up, I get in his car and his car smells like sour milk. I'm not even gonna lie, like a protein shake's gone off a few weeks ago. It stinks. I get in the car, crack the window open, and he's putting his sat nav Starbucks. And I said, Starbucks? No. I thought we was going for brunch, like pancakes, like I need a brunch. And he's like, oh, you want to go for a brunch? I thought we could just get Starbucks, go back to yours. I was like, no, not the plan.
Yeah, no, seriously, what's wrong with you? Just feed the girl. Now look at what you've done. She's never gonna date again, well, at least until her next date.
If he wanted to, he would. If he wanted to, he would. And I don't want no one on here talking about some lady, oh, you're so lucky, this, that, and the third that you got him. No, it's got nothing to do with luck. It's got everything to do with choice. I decided not to accept the bare minimum and set my expectations and standards up to here, boo. Stop accepting the bare minimum. Women are in control of setting the dating pool standard. Get that through your head. The second everyone stops tolerating all the bare minimum, gee, I wonder what could happen. Everybody will start upping their game. It just makes too much sense.
It absolutely does. What really doesn't is why is a midnight ballerina talking about husbands and having a stack of money all 20s? I thought it would be in fact $1 bills, but I guess I was wrong. Well, not wrong about her being a midnight ballerina, but obviously about the $1 bills. Regardless, what male profession does pay in a stack of money all in 20s? And one last question because I got bored. Would you be visiting him in prison since you did just lie to us and claim he exists?
Hi, what's your name and where are you from?
Hi, I'm Mia Khalifa. I'm from Lebanon.
What do you do for a living?
I am a jewelry designer.
If you're a woman in your 20s who's been told by some crusty older man that you expire after 30, I need you to hear this. The men that spew that nonsense are the ones who would rather bully you into settling for less than you deserve than do the work to become better partners. They know that there's a good chance that the older you get, the more confidence and self-esteem you'll build. And they don't like that, because that means you'll see them for exactly who they are. Mediocre men you wouldn't touch with a barge pole. I've spoken to women in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond who have said that life just keeps getting better. You take less shit, you reject societal pressures that don't serve you, and you gain a deeper understanding of who you are and what you want. So don't fall for their manipulative tricks.
You can make this up. There has to be a higher level of ignorance to play that sound while polishing a pole. Complaining about men, I get. It's what all the cool kids are doing, so of course you jumped on the trend. But when you put on your best outfit at midnight and you go on that stage hoping some men will push dollar bills on you, there has to be some hypocrisy in that. It's not your age or getting older you need to worry about. It's your job, or in fact your life choices.
People love to ask, like, do you want to get married? Do you want kids someday? And I'm like, you know what? If I could be a husband and a father, then hell yeah. But being a wife and a mother, I'm not so sure. Because being a husband sounds great. Like, I want to work. I want a career and a successful one. So if I can have, like, a partner who's a domestic goddess who just, like, wants to stay home.
Yeah, no, I'm done. Domestic goddess? Everyone knows that every single man alive can find one of those. And yet somehow, for some weird reason, no one understands why marriage rates are so low.
Need some help?
No, I'm a strong and independent woman. I don't need no man.
Alright, this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.